Morning everyone, welcome to day 3 of week 12 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. Clean your warm-up area, grab a drink, and we're going to start the session with 2 minutes of I am skipping in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, every day.
Ollie Stemp says morning.
Morning Ollie. It's Wednesday.
I take it Ollie's part of one of the clubs that should be in bed by now.
Yep. And stop. Quick drink. One more round.
Extra gains. That's what you said.
2, 1, go.
You didn't hear, did you? I said he said extra gains.
Oh, cats have heard of that.
I mean, I'd choose to be in bed right now over anything else.
Finish off normal. Okay, and stop. Dorsal press into sit back. Rotate your thumbs as you go through it. Change your hand position as well. And transition into reverse lunge and rotate. So that's hand and foot together, same side. Wait, that's Spider-Man. It's opposite. Opposite day. Reverse. Straight back. Rotate as far as you can, keep your back straight. Down reverse lunge goes into aeroplane and then leg swing. Just build up the range of motion. Switch legs. And make sure you return all the way down to that single leg RDL position. Oof, almost. Then leg swings. Keep your stance foot flat on the floor. Switch side to side. And remember the point of keeping a flat foot is you don't overreach into range you haven't got yet. Then into IYTW and burpee to finish. So 2 seconds out, 1 second in. Turn your thumbs as you go through. Reach out as far as you can. Make sure you get that range from extending your shoulder blades, not your fingers. So try and reach from here, not from your hands. Okay, then 6 burpees to finish off. Okay, so part 1 this morning, static strength, grab a table, let's go through hamstring raises, and then you've got streamline hold, flutter kick and reverse crunch around it. So make sure you've got a drink ready to go. Start with streamline hold. Any questions, let me know. Going in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So shoulders just off the floor, heels just off the floor. Get as long as possible. Keep your neck relaxed. Last few seconds, and then stop. Into left hamstring raise. So bigger tables take more effort. 2, 1, go. So today it's 35 per leg. I would definitely say for hamstring raises, a higher surface is going to be more beneficial to you than weighting them. You got more reach through your hip. And stop. 10-second rest, then we'll switch legs. 2, 1, go. If you start to feel too much hamstring work being done, shuffle a little bit closer and hold for longer. 10 seconds left. Okay, and relax. Into flutter kicks. 2, 1, go. So all the effort focused on keeping your lower back pressed in. Keep your knees relaxed. Last 5 seconds. Then stop. And then reverse crunch to finish off. So hands down on the floor, legs in the air. Start pulling your hips up towards your head. 2, 1, go. So you can use your hands to push if you need to, but try and get that lift. just from the hips. It's a very small movement. 10 seconds left. So you're using the pull of your muscles. Relax instead of momentum. You don't want to just swing and push your legs up. Unless you're going to do an eccentric push and then do a really slow return to normal. So I'll demonstrate that on the next round. But we're going to go back into streamline hold in 2, 1, go. Just stop and relax for a second if your back position starts to change. Take as long as you can, but don't compromise your lower back position. Easier said than done. Relax, back into hamstring raise. In 2, 1, go. And stop. 10 seconds off. Two, 1, go. So make sure you initiate that movement by pulling your heel down through the table or the books, whatever you're working with. Similar to the roller squats, you want to make sure you've got a deliberate squeeze in your hip at the start of the movement. And relax. Then into flutter kick. In 2, 1, go. Just slow movement. Make sure your knees are still crossing over each other. If it means you can keep focusing on your trunk. So if you move too fast or move too far, you start to arch your back, rein it in a little bit. And stop. 10 off, then you're into reverse crunch. So even doing that, I can deliberately feel that it's pulling up towards me, so it's better than just kicking mindlessly. 2, 1, go. So if you want to focus on the lowering part, you can kick yourself up. And just go as slow as you can on the way down. Push your hands into the ground for support. If you start finding that you just drop too fast, go into reverse curl. So it's basically a combination of that and then just a slow leg lower. And relax. So while you put the strength at the start, try and do a slow, deliberate reverse crunch, and then just regress it into a reverse curl if you have to. Okay, then round 3 in 2, 1, go. If your back starts to change position on the streamline hold, Just bring your legs a little bit closer. Just try and reach your fingers far away. As long as you can deliberately concentrate on your lower back position. Maybe go one leg straight, one leg bent. And then stop. Then into hamstring raise. 2, 1, go. As you start to wake up, try shuffling backwards. And then swap legs. 10 off. Just start closer, then work my way back. 2, 1, go. So really only try and go further back if all that effort is still 90% hip. Relax. Flutter kick. In 2, 1, go. So I've changed position just to make sure I can still feel my lower back. So again, that's like 80% of the work. It feels okay. Could drop back in and out of this. A couple of seconds off. Almost at the finish. Relax. And then reverse crunch to finish off part 1. In 2, 1, go. So I've had to admit defeat already and go reverse curl. But you can still hold and go as slow as possible in that first half. Second half, depending on which order you go. So use your stomach to slow down your leg movement. And relax. It's a 1-minute break. Part 2 is focused on movement skills. So you've got slider press ups or compass press ups, depending on whether you have a frisbee. So it's just normal push up that you slide up to 3 different positions, or you can just do, just transition your hand as you go through. So 35 seconds on. Tuck jumps. So remember, treat each one as an individual jump if you don't feel ready to bounce. So there's different levels to it, so you can go. You don't have to bring your knees all the way to hand height. Build it up gradually. So you're just going to increase those landing, the challenge of the landing to improve your leg stiffness. Inverted row, near the table for that. Rotation plank, and then divers to finish off. So divers is split between both legs, so it's half the time on each. Make sure you grab a drink. Okay, so we get going then. The slider press ups in 2, 1, go. Oh. Sliders are actually quite a lot harder, so if you need to just start by placing your hand, go for that. Ten seconds left. And then relax into tuck jumps. In 2, 1, go. So bouncing in the middle. So remember, it's as much about the landing, the demands of the landing as it is about the jump height. So maybe alternate them if you have to as well. Gives you more time to recover and think about your legs. You don't want to just mindlessly bounce up and down. Then relax. Tuck jumps then goes into inverted row. Two, 1, go. Try and drag your elbows down towards the ground so you're thinking about your back as much as possible. And stop. Then go into rotation plank. 2, 1, go. If you want to increase the challenge on this, the table's in the way. Try and add a leg raise to the end of each rotation. So rotate. Relax. Good opportunity to start using that to develop your star planks. So we're just developing that core strength from shoulder all the way down to your hip. And then divers, 2, 1, go. Switch legs. To make sure you time that overhead reach with that leg extension, and relax. 20-second break. Back into slider press ups. So hopefully as the weeks have gone on, you're finding that easier to go overhead, so you have to force it. Slider press up in 2, 1, go. So that first one's not just a wide press up. Keep one hand where it would be normally, move one hand out to the side. Go for the other side, return to standard in the middle. And work your way through. Reset in between if you have to. And then relax. So instead of just mindlessly popping through each one, make sure your support hand stays exactly where it should be. into tuck jumps. 2, 1, go. So for me personally, having a little bounce in the middle gives me enough time to reset and recontrol the movement so the heights can stay as high as they need to. Relax. Also means you're going to initiate the jump from a small push. So that into inverted row. 2, 1, go. So if you're running out of inspiration for rep schemes, do explosive ones with slow controls. So for the back work, lie on the floor, dead relaxed. So you want every pull to be as explosive as it can be, relax. Rotation plank with leg raise in 2, 1, go. To make sure as you lift your leg up, your hips stay in line. So from this angle, you want to try and avoid your leg coming up and your hip going backwards. Just keep it all lined up. And then stop into divers to finish off round 2. 2, 1, go. And then switch sides. So bend your knee before you compromise on your thoracic extension or your lumbar position. And then relax. It's more important to have a straight line from fingertip to heel than it is to keep that leg straight but round your back. A slider push up in 2, 1, go. Just means you're used to pushing from different positions. And relax. It's much healthier for your shoulders as well, because again they have to set themselves and not necessarily just the same positions, whether it's your stroke or your normal push-up stance. Your tuck jumps in 2, 1, go. As well, when you go high, try and stop your lower back from rounding. TV's too low. Start trying to build in those repeated cyclical jumps. Just make sure every landing is controlled. Relax, even if you have to start small. Inverted row. In 2, 1, go. And make sure you initiate the pull from your lats. So think about all the muscles on your back. As you tire out, you might feel it more in your biceps. So just try taking a couple of seconds. And then relax. Into rotation plank. 2, 1, go. Let's speed them up so they're a bit different to earlier in the week, but genuinely try to get that leg raise. Even if it's just a small one, with your hips in line, you're going to start to improve your coordination, just like with the divers and every other skill we've tried. Relax and finish off on divers. In 2, 1, go. To mix it up a little bit, if you have been bending your knee the whole time, try and get a couple of straight reps, even if you don't lean forward so much. And then switch sides. So you're trying to replicate those demands, improve your hamstring flexibility. And then relax. So session 3 of the week done. Static stretching next. So you've got jump test nature challenge. It'll be really helpful now that we've come through May to get an idea of how well everyone's jumps have gone. Whether you've improved. If you don't want to share the numbers, just let us know if you've improved or not. So we can see how effective the program was for you. So we're going to go right quad, left hamstring, right hip. And then switch into left hamstring. So moving your knee around, keep your foot flat on the floor. Just manipulate your knee position in and out. And then switch sides, no, switch hip. So drop your ankle to the floor and sit forward. Try to get as much distance between your knee, your back knee and your front hip. Back knee and back hip, sorry. With good posture, so don't just completely relax forward. You'll get a stretch, but it's passive. You want this to be quite an active movement. So you can start trying to make an impact on your upbeat range of motion, or your hip range in general. Then switch sides. So now we're going left quad. If anyone's got any questions, or anything that they'd like to see or advice that they might want, or how their training day today, just let me know. Okay, then right hamstring. So even if you've got your hand down, you can still support your body weight. You just want to manage that trade-off between stretching your hamstring and then doing a core hold. And go into, drop your ankle down, and go left hip stretch. If you need more range, you can move your foot forward as well. Just make sure your posture, it's the one thing you can't compromise on with this. If you do manage to lean back, make sure you keep that stretch about 3 fingers width below the bone on the front of your hip and nothing more. And then stop. Lats and chest to finish off. 2, 1, go. Remember, if you need to get outside of your hip, you can try and pair them off, so hands to the right. It'll just depend on how you feel. But if you're reaching to the right, push your hips to the left to get more stretch. But your priority's still on lats. Let's swap over. Remember, you can manipulate your lat length here by moving your elbow around. So bring your hand a bit closer, you start to reach your elbow up. And then concentrate on breathing when you find a position where something's starting to change. So we're using my other hand to pull my ankle. I'm getting a lot of hip and a lot of lat. So I've managed to combine front hip and outer hip into the same stretch. And then we'll go chest to finish off. There's no reason why you can't do the same thing here. But again, if you don't feel anything in your hips, then you're probably just having a good day. And then remember, if you feel particularly tight on any given day doing the static stuff, don't try and force it. So all the push-ups yesterday feel a bit tighter in chest and shoulders. That doesn't mean that you're then going to start going crazy. Just get that sensation and let your body recover at its own pace. If you're going to do extra work, I would definitely recommend foam rolling instead of static, because then you'll start to encourage it. You'll give it more sensory feedback. Change your elbow position. And then relax. So like I said, jump testing today, running session for later on. Make sure you're still stretching your calves, your ankles and your necks. And that'll do it from me. So thanks for watching live, everyone. And from everyone else at Guildford City, we're going to have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.